Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Railway Empire. Thank you for joining me, guys. I very much appreciate it. Last we left off, we had expanded down to Bendigo, and now we are basically waiting for our money to build back up so we can actually continue to increase our rail network here, and of course, all sorts of trains going all over. Looks like our main city is finally started to grow. No, I do not want to put $33,000 on that one, but I'm going to try and bump it up for Doc Murphy, and that you can have it. You can have it at 58,000. The reason I did that is because for me, from the character I chose,
You should step up your game if you want to win an auction.
yeah, the reason why I didn't is because for me, auctions cost twice as much as anyone else for anyone or what anyone else would have had. So for me personally, it wouldn't have been worth continue bidding on it. But by bidding on it once, I jack up the price for the next bidder. So there's a bit of a gamble to it that way. But he also now lost. I had to spend an extra 20,000 that he probably wouldn't have had otherwise. So for now, we'll just continue to build and grow our network. Got some couple of trains going back and forth here. That's good. Trains going back and forth there. I'm thinking our next major expansion is going to be up here. Broken Hill. And there's some cows here, so that's good. Thinking we run this down track around wherever this is. We'll just connect it into here. Probably have to do like a little triangle type thing here to make it work out.
Invest a little in your train's reliability.
But I think it's doable. I think it's doable, guys. So we got this guy. Oh, we got a breakdown here. That's unfortunate. Where's he going? He's going down here. The one way we can fix that is we can go to these particular things and just give them a maintenance shed. We'll do that for both of them. Make sure that all those trains are covered. Having a lot of breakdowns, it seems. Now this particular breakdown is now tying up this station. We'll put a maintenance shed on that one as well. Hopefully all those will be covered. He's returning, so he's got no freight to come back, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We still haven't figured out a factory for this particular place. They got no commodities nearby, so any commodity that would have to go into here would have to be trained in from a very long distance. I don't think it would be worth it. So, the other aspect of this game I didn't talk to about in the last few episodes is you can actually hire employees. You can hire the engineer, stoker, or security guard, and you can put them on an individual train to help boost profit that way. You can also hire freelancer. Some do good things, some do other things. A lot of them you can actually affect your opponent, also your competitor, also. For example, your analyst will create some an issue with the stock market, and then yeah, they'll change the stock market, and then it affects the overall game. So, to be honest, I haven't played with the analyst that much, so I don't really know everything I should know about it, or I'd like to know about it. But you can hire a bandit to rob your opponent's train. You can hire a new, or actually, I think the reporter is actually the one I'm thinking of. I'll go back into that and show you. Reporter, yes. You can write a newspaper article about your competitor to reduce their volume for 10 months. And that does help. Sometimes it's not. You gotta watch the prices though, because sometimes it's just not worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hire this person because why not? That should slow him down for about 10 months. I'm thinking we need increased production on this particular wheat. So we need to look at the signals. That is going to be difficult. Unless we come up this end. Connect it to that. Could do that. I'm gonna go there. Well, think of this like so. We got that built. I'll put this along beside it. Run this over here. That there. Put these in our signals. And since we have a supply tower here, we won't need to put that on a supply tower. Or supply tower there. Now all we can do is run a wheat train here. We'll get more usage out of this this particular farm. And also have a wheat train going down here. Help support this brewery. And supply the town with some much needed wheat. I did notice there's a wheat field here, so we're gonna have to connect that to that also. All right, we got some upgrades. We're gonna upgrade to the North America.
Isn't technological
Locomotive.
progress a wonderful thing?
Unfortunately, what'll happen is I probably won't be able to afford to replace them all. So
What's the problem? Too long intervals between maintenance, poor quality fuel, incompetent staff?
we'll have to replace some of them, but not all of them, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Now we will continue to wait, and get some money left in, or brought in. All right. So the other thing we could do to help increase our production is go into this line here. You can also click on one of these and then copy another train. And just for giggles, you can also ride along. It's a nice little feature. And see the train and work. You can see the you can see how it all works out. Great view of the land here too. That is that train. That should bring us some more money here too. Exactly what we're wanting. Let's go ahead and add to this. Only got 2 trains going there. Let's double that. Let's increase that. Copy that train, and we will copy this particular train. I'll have some more trains on that line. Help boost production. That should work in our favor. More trains means more profit. Another thing I could do is create a bypass here. Move that. Bring this out to here. That's going to be the expensive part here. Going through here. What I'm thinking is I could bring this out to here, connect these 2 lines, then I can send a train from this particular town all the way over to Peterborough without having to go through Port Augusta. That would work as an express line, hopefully. So let's go ahead and take a look at the signals. Just to make sure that we don't have to change any signals, and we would. That could be an interesting dilemma. I would rather not change. I'd rather not change the signals, but if I have to, I will. Let's go ahead and try and see if we can cross these over to each other. It's going to be expensive as heck either way. Let's just see. That one is going that direction, so that is going to have to go into this top one. Alright, so let's get the expensive part of this out of the way, because there's going to have to be a bridge here, unfortunately. I'm hoping there won't have to be a tunnel, so get that underway. This will have to go into here. Alright. So the other side of this this game is if you don't have enough money for the track, you can't build it. You can leave it there, you can X out of it, and then it'll continue to play, and that pattern will still be there when I go back into the track tool, right? So you go back here and you kind of pre-plan your route.
Invest a little in your train's reliability.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we're in the part of the game where we haven't quite built enough where we have a really steady income, but we are getting there. We're going to head and invest in the Dunham.
Isn't technological progress a wonderful thing?
Unfortunately, like the other one, we won't be able to change them all. Oh, yes, we will. Okay, so let's pop them all. Switch them all over to the Dunham. Then we can actually go ahead and do one of our trains. A nice view of that. You can even blow the whistle, actually. You just click on the mouse button. Click on the left mouse button, you can blow the whistle, and if you make all sorts of noise if you want to. There is that. Actually, one idea I am actually having for a train. Run from here to here, here. Hoping they'll go back and forth like that. Put the train on it. Let's ride along, shall we? Got some mail, got some... Got some mail, it's got some... looks like a passenger. Now, I'd like to go to here. We'll get some... A little bit of money from that. Gonna load up some stuff for Peterborough. Alright. Oh, now follow our train here. I just want to see what it does for coming back. I want to make sure it stops it. It has to come through each town anyway, so I'm kind of curious of how it's going to work that out. So we're also learning as we go. Alright. He's going to have a full load of beer. I don't know which city he's going to be in, delivering all of that to. I would like to think it'll be half and half. Alright, got some cash now. Let's go ahead and, while we're at it, go ahead and change these directions. Alright, so I'm hoping if I go back over here, change the direction of this one. I think this has to change, and then that has to change. Then I'm gonna go back all the way over here. Come on. Alright. Change that type. And that type. Why did that stop now? All right. What I am hoping for is that they will run as they're supposed to here. This could be a very tedious task, but unfortunately, if it's necessary, it's kind of necessary. I'm curious if I change everything. No, no, of course not. Why would we make that easy? Back there. That'll be fine for that. Now, hopefully, the trains that are on this track should wreck themselves. Means they'll probably have to reset, which is fine as long as they actually do what I'd like them to do. Yeah, because they're all resetting now. Okay. So that is a thing that will have to happen. Now, go into our track tool and actually delete that now. Now that we've changed all the signals to what we want them to be, we can do this a lot easier. Or at least we should be able to do it a lot easier. Hoping that'll do for what we need to do. Add our signals onto here. I am going to add a supply tower just to make sure that's protected. And so anything that was coming out of this section here, we'll be able to use that to bypass Port Augusta, sorry. And should keep this from getting overcrowded. Or Port Augusta from getting overcrowded, I should say. We have another factory spot here. You can do weaving. So, actually, we are going to do the weaving. Just so that is covered. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually save up some money here. We're going to put a tailoring outfit in this particular one. And then we'll supply the textures to Port Augusta. And hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully we'll do all right. In theory, all the logging, the log in the fishery that we're going to Peterborough should be coming back around to this section here. Prairie Farm, Port Augusta, Port Augusta. Don't think there was actually a train for that. Okay. Random breakdown. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. They are using the right track. I mean, it's so much easier if it was here, but okay. That will have to do. All right. So one thing we can do to help this city grow is to wrong button. Actually have an express line to this. And we'll do passengers only. Just so that we are not neglecting. That is an express line, technically. What we can do now, of course, is do logs to Peterborough. You can also do fish. The fishery to Peterborough. We could go to the rest of the towns too, but I don't want to put too many trains on this particular line. Should be okay, but if you get a good cluster of trains on the same track, it can overcrowd it. Then you're not doing yourself any favors.
Invest a little in your train's reliability.
Okay, Doc, thank you. Take a look at my time here. Well, the next project we need to do is to get these textures down into Port Augusta. So, to do that, I'll watch my money here because we are getting low. So I'll put that station here. And then, what I'm going to do is bring up line from here. No, I don't want the, I'm trying to make sure I don't build any unnecessary tunnels or bridges while I bring this up. So let's go ahead and connect it to that. Just run along here. No, we don't need a bridge there. It's flat land, guys. You don't need a bridge there. Alright, that should do for that. So let's build it. And then what we'll do is, because this was connected like this, we take this section, bring it on out parallel to our existing track. Running it parallel to the existing track will always make it cheaper. Although sometimes it still doesn't help you, but there we go. We'll build that. We have the cash. Alright, so we're not going to invest in the Jervis. I'll go ahead and skip that particular thing. We are going to get the covered freight car. And will give us a little bit more profit on our freight. Because now we can basically charge them a coverage fee. That should do that for the track. That should be, yep, that should be enough. We are going to put some signals on it. Probably should put a supply tower on that also. Just so that we know it's covered. And let's set up a train line from there to there. That should set up our... should set up that that tailoring, or that texture family, or factory. That's train load of furs there. Now we do need to build a tailor shop somewhere. And like I said, I'm planning here. We need 250,000 to do that. So that is going to be it for this particular episode. At that point, I am going to, for the next episode, we will go ahead and build that factory, and we will continue from there. So, till next time, guys, thank you for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow.